Good evening, our buddies, and welcome to my channel, Bricolage with Pink Girly. I'm Pink Girly, and girls, I just, I'm sitting here. I made a prototype of what I want to do tonight. My desk is a mess here, but I'm still going to make a mess, so I didn't clean it up yet. Hey, Joyce, good evening. It just never ceases to amaze me. I dig through envelopes or zipper pockets or file folders or bags that I have, and I end up finding things in my stash that I have no clue where I got them, where they came from. It's it's just when your mom has passed away from dementia, kind of gives you a little bit of a sick feeling, like ooh, why can't I remember this stuff? All right, so here we okay, Kellyanne. Hi, Kel. Hi, Teresa. Look at this stuff. I have no idea where these came from. They're pretty. Look, Kel, texture. Maybe I should send you one. I don't think I need to. Well, how about it? I was hoping there was something like this in here. I don't know. Jacqueline. Hello, hello. Well, happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone. I feel like I should be doing a turkey or something, but I guess I'll have to be the turkey. Ay, 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 ay. So earlier today, I wanted to cut out a window, and I knew I had the die, and I wanted to cut it out. So I found it, which was amazing, and I put it on my desk, picked up my cutter, my cuddle bug. I have my Gemini right here, but I've got stuff stacked on top of it. I didn't even think of my Gemini. So I thought I'd use my cuddle bug, and I picked it up, put it on my desk, got my plates, got it all situated, ready to crank it. I couldn't find my die. I looked all over. I said to Jacqueline, I'm losing my mind. I've looked everywhere. I thought maybe it attached itself. Hey, good evening, Jenny, to something. So I dug through stuff. I had myself in such a state. I was just so annoyed with myself. I decided to go in and sit in my comfy chair, and I took a very long nap. So I came back out to my desk. I'm like, Lord, I need to find this. I mean, I had it. So I start digging through my trash, thinking I threw it in the trash. Well, here it fell on the floor, which I looked on the floor, but I moved my board. And here, with the color of the carpet I have here and the die laying face down like this, it camouflaged right into the carpet. Hey, Stacy, good evening. So, some of you know, and maybe you remember, maybe you don't, that I want to make this huge journal inspired by, I was saying Aishakhan, but I looked at how she spells it again, and I looked it up on the internet, and the dictionary says you can say a couple of different ways. Aisha is one way, but then I bring up how to pronounce it, and this man pronounces all kinds of stuff. He says to say it Aisha. So Aishakhan.arts. I put her name in my description box. She made this gigantic journal, which I just think is amazing. So I want to make something, if I can, similar. So I'd shown you a large cover I was going to use. I don't know where I put that now. But once I started putting my pages together, kind of, um, I realized it really wasn't going to work in that cover, that I really needed a bigger cover. So I'm looking around my room and I found this Wildflowers house. See, and it's much larger. I think it's 9 by 12, maybe. Let's just see. Let's just see. So if I go to the middle of the spine, well, let's do it. Well, I did it this way, I guess. In here, like, because that's where my signatures will go, like in there. So it's a little over 9, and this way it is 11. So my other pages measure 7 by 10. Now I had some of those here. I thought, oh, here's one. Wow. This is the page from the Book of Knowledge that I was going to use. See, so this, you know what? Half of my screen is off. Hold on. Let me rearrange a few things here. Let's toss these things. I don't want my little water cup to dump. I've got a drink here that's empty. I didn't get myself a drink, as usual. I've been sitting out here watching Beth, just relaxing, fussing around, and really didn't do some of the things I kind of should have, could have done. Let's move this up. That's more better. Oh, some leather. Let's get that out of the way so you can see it a little better. So I should have plenty of room. Should. Famous last words. So I threw a couple of. So I've been working on some pages now, like so. This will be a page somehow. This I stitched to some stabilizer, I guess you could call it. I have some. Oh, here, this one. I did this one. I think I showed you this fabric. It's going to be a pocket. This is a little flimsy. I put this on the other side. I should have probably put something else in there, but it's going to have all different pages like this. But then I want to decorate the cover. Now, Aisha on her covers had little cottage doors, and they opened and they looked really sweet. So I didn't want to mimic that, but I want to make something interesting and different. You think I could starch it? I don't know. That fabric is kind of fuzzy, like animal skin. So I think if I starch it, hey Brenda, I might lose the softness. And I'm all about touch. So I'm not sure if that would work, Stace. Maybe I could paint the back side of it. Look, I apologize. Look at my hands. It's because of what I was messing with today, this evening. I was thinking if I paint the back side of it with, say, some golden matte medium, I wonder if that would stiffen it up. Put the starch spray on the inside. Okay, well, maybe, yeah. Okay, like I was going to do with the golden matte medium. Or maybe I'll just leave it floppy. So some of the pages I thought about stitching paper on it. Hello, Jassy. Do you have me on the big screen? All right, so I decided I want to do windows. So I made a prototype. And I have another one in process. Joyce, I already have it stitched together. And I have a something similar to fusible web, but it didn't stick on. It's the stuff you have to sew on. And it's pretty sturdy, but apparently not sturdy enough. So this is what I want to do on this cover. I love this green cover. So I want to put windows. I think I want 3. Like this. So first I cut this out to see if I liked it. Then this one I did as my prototype, and I put, I had this paper sitting on my desk that I thought was so cute. And I thought, oh, that might look nice in a window. So I did that, and then I forgot to put the panes in. So I have the pane stuff cut out here somewhere. So I've got to get that glued in. And then I did this one. I just cut out this. So I have to cut out the panes and find something, to see through the window. And then I need to make a third one. So I thought I'd start from the very beginning and make it tonight with you guys here. And then hopefully finish up these other ones. So that's my plan. Now I may add on or do other things to these windows, but for now, this is how I'm going to proceed. I think I want them kind of like that. Anyway, so this is where we are. So my desk is a mess. My work area here, because I was painting. So I have some like file folder, manila folder stuff here. See, now this is just going to make me crazy. Let's lay it down. Lay it down. It's already on my nerves. I didn't go get a bottle of water, so I have my brush in there, soaking. I'm using a large brush, so it doesn't take me long to paint this. Now, the first one I did, I didn't paint the back side, but I'm going to glue these shut at the bottom. I have another idea for that before I finish it. So I decided on the second one to paint both sides of the manila. And you can see here, it's not on this one, but when you cut the file folder, sometimes you've got that edge that's, double. And I was kind of really squeezing that onto a small piece, and it peeled off. But that's going to get glued down, so we're not going to see that. So welcome in, everyone. Thank you for popping in. I'm going to cheat a little bit here and just like this. I'm going to be using my heat tool so I can get this to dry. So I can then go ahead and put it in my cutter. Now, it worked earlier using my die. I always say die cut, but that's not, it's a die. My metal die. And I wanted it to look a little weathered. Maybe I should put some white highlights and dry brush it. That's an idea too. I wonder how that would look. Anywho, I'm just going to sit that there for a moment. Now I use my heat tool. So how is everyone? There's Dale. Hi, Dale. Good evening. How you be? Hope everybody's doing well. Has anybody seen G3 Brenda? She did message me that she did okay on her procedure, and her throat was a little sore from the anesthesia. But other than that, at that point, this was a couple days ago, um, she was feeling okay. I was just wondering if she's been out and about on the interweb. All right, so I just have to get one. I don't know why I'm really painting this all the way, but I just have to get one window out of this, but I might be able to use it for something else. I'm just going to paint it. Just going to paint it. And then to make it look weathered, I am going to use a little bit of alcohol ink and a old credit card or gift card or whatever you call it, heat tool, and scrape the color down to make that weathered look. Now, Aishakhan's cover is very simple. We had just a set of cottage stores on the front of hers, and it looked cool. Oh, look, I got a bubble. All right, this is still kind of way. All right, tapping up that. I'm going to put that back in my holder, my paint holder. I'm saving these little bits. Where did I put that tin? Oh, there it is. Little tin. I love how they do that on those reels. I think they might come in handy. They might come in handy. All right, so now I'm going to get my, I want to go this way because I want to avoid that bubble. So I've just got a little bit of this. I have another bottle of this, but there's just a couple little drips left in here. And I don't throw anything out, see, till it's like. So this is alcohol ink by Ranger. It's called Latte. It's a lovely color. Looks marvelous on your fingers. So I'm just going to, drip some on. Look, see the lid cracked. And I know that, but instead of opening it with, I don't know, paper towel or something, no, I just grabbed it. All right, I'm just going to scrape this. Oh, look where the dots are coming off. Then I was scratching it. I thought that looked kind of cool. Let's see if I can do it again. Now, I did not touch my mouse, and I've got this odd thing on my screen. Honestly, I just don't know. I just don't know. My hand's already filthy. I don't know why I'm worried about it now. And then I blew. Oh, that finally came off. I had blue. I'm fighting with my printer. So I blew all over my fingernails. Yeah. Life with the elderly, right? All right. A little heat on that. Now, the dye I'm using, I have no idea. It's some cheap, thing I probably got from China. Who knows when. So I don't have a any information on that for you. That's what I'm using. I'm just going to use my cuddle bug. Which usually doesn't like me, but it's been working today, so I'm hoping. So I've got my film. Oh yeah, I want to cut a piece of that. I haven't done that, but I'm going to do that too. Okay. So I'm going to take my A plate. Where do you get it loaded? How professional I am here. Let's get some of this minutia out of the way. I'm going to take my A plate and a C plate and put on my cuddle bug. Then I'm going to take my manila paper. I'm going to place my die cut. I should do it this way. Face down. Not my die cut, my die. Teresa, I apologize. She's probably like, Lori, that's not what it's called. Now I know I need to shim this a little bit. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pup. So I have a little envelope. And I have a piece of paper. Now, I hope it's enough. It was enough before. And then I'm going to put my B plate on top. Now I'm going to run it through a couple of times. It's quite a bit of pressure. There it comes. I got the little click, click, click. And I'm winding it backwards. And then I'm going to check it. Now I do have my little cutting tool. Should some of it not be cut all the way through. Some of these look like they could use another little pass through. So I'm going to send it in the other way. Going to still do my shims. Going to put them on top this way this time. I hate to use paper that I know I'm going to use again because it does really press it. And sometimes you do get some of the image, like an embossed kind of a thing. So it's a little too thick. Okay. So I hate to use paper that I know I would want to use either in the journal or on another project on a tag. Most of it's just scrap paper, but I'm like that. I'm weird. I'm weird, kids. I'm just weird. Just plain and simple weird. But I'm happy. I'm happy. That looks a little better. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. All right, now I'm going to put my plates here. I'm going to fold this little guy back up. And I keep this under my desk because I rest my one foot on this. I've come quite used to do. All right, now somewhere here in this glorious mess, I saw earlier some baby wipes. Here we are. So we'll clean up this paint. Jacqueline, did I put you to sleep yet? All right, so this is the glass mat, and most stuff cleans up off of it pretty well. Sometimes I have to scrape, but generally it just cleans up pretty nice. This is just acrylic paint that I used. So let's get rid of this dirty piece of paper toweling. And let's scoop this stuff out. Oh, that's, oh my goodness. Okay. I just can't explain how often and how much stuff I drop throughout the day. My hands feel okay, but I just am dropsy. All right, now somewhere here, right here, because I did have a pokey tool. So if you're not familiar, the little dies have these little holes that help you release it from. This doesn't feel like it's releasing. Oh, I hope I didn't glue it to it. You know, maybe that it's a little too large. Let's get a pin. This might be a little better. Still feels pretty tight. This was not wet when I put it through, but now years ago, I think I remember people would put some powder on the dies, and that's supposed to help you get them out better, but I don't know if that's really true. Now, I had one of these in my stash, and I didn't care for the color for this project. So that's why I decided I wanted them a little heavier. Where's my sample? It was sitting there, but I don't want to tear it. I wonder why that's. Usually it pops right out. Oh, that's popping a little bit. Ah, I think I just cut it and it just squished in there so tight. Huh. You don't want to do that. Don't do that. My other ones came out right away and very easy. This is getting all bent up. Huh. See, I was going to do all of them ahead of time, and I thought, well, that's not fair. The girls won't get to see how to make them. And see, as soon as I do it on camera, I'm like pulling with all my might to get this out. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Stace, but it's not wet. Maybe it was just damp. So I'll just take my time. Maybe it's that alcohol ink. Maybe that's got a little, that probably does have a little stickiness to it, doesn't it? See, I didn't want to use, see, that did stick. That's got some of the colors coming off. Okay, so if you're going to try this, perhaps, really let your paper dry. Yeah, maybe. See, I lost a little bit there. I didn't want to have to paint this with all the windows and so that's why I decided to paint it first. And you know what? I didn't leave the other ones dry any longer than I did this one, but this one might have a little more of the alcohol ink on it than the others did. So, there you have it. I got it out. Now I need to rectify that, but you know, you know. So, and then I want to bend these so they work, open and shut, or kind of. I kind of did this the other week, and the prototype I inked. So I'm going to ink these two as well. And sometimes you get a little extra debris, like in little openings like this, and you might want to take a pair of scissors or something. Now I've got this little stylus, and I'm just gonna, there's little dashed lines here. I'm just gonna give them a little press. Try to help that along a little bit. Yeah, maybe it did. Because the alcohol ink, I think, is a little sticky. Like when you dye with coffee. Well, it just kind of looks like peeled paint, doesn't it? Maybe I'll just ink over that and see how I like it. It's just, I think, when I have an audience. All right. I don't know if I did this one. Yeah, I did that. It looks like I did it a little bit. Okay. Now, last time I was fussing around with this, someone suggested using like a metal ruler. So I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to use the end of these tweezers to kind of push the paper where I want it to go. Hopefully. This one I did a little bit already. So I'm just lining that ruler up on that dashed line. And I'm just sneaking under here and giving this a little press. And just pop these up a little bit. Now I haven't decided what to put behind these windows because there wasn't enough of the other paper. Not that I think I want all three to be different. I was thinking seasons, and then I thought, well, maybe not. But maybe I don't know. I just don't know. Hi, Kathy Whitney. How are you? All right, so now let's do this one. Now this one might be a little fiddly because it's a little damp. So what's everybody up to? Are a lot of you preparing food for Thursday or not so much? Let's go this way. So my husband never wants anything for his birthday, for Christmas, nothing. He doesn't want to. He never wants anything. He's a very content person, which is wonderful. But I like to get him something. Tomorrow, Kathy said she'll be preparing food. Um, so it's always a challenge. His birthday, nothing. He never wants anything. Of course, we're at the age where if we need something, we just get it. So a little while back, like he uses a hair dryer. I use it occasionally, but he uses it like every day. And when I was using it, I dropped it. I know, a gift card, but it's like his money too. So, you know, it'll just sit. He won't. It, my brother-in-law is just. Both my brother-in-laws are the same way. Anyway, it's just me. I like to give. Same with your husband, Kathy. Yeah. So I'm using the hair dryer, and I dropped it, and the back fell off. Right. Oh my gosh, Joyce, if I could tell you about his feet, my husband could not wear those socks. They would be too thick. And if there's a seam on the bottom, first of all, they probably wouldn't fit him because he wears a size 17 shoe. And his feet are so sensitive. It's just some of the stuff I could tell you, you girls just wouldn't believe it. So I dropped the hair dryer, and the back pops off. The part that you can take off and clean the little filter, to get the fuzzies out. So when it fell and the back popped off, of course, the one little lever latchy thing busted, so it didn't stay in. The hair dryer still works. He said, well, maybe get some of that E6000 and just glue the back on. I'm like, leave the back off, I mean, what do we need it? What do we need it for? So I think the duct tape and all, we have the money. We could replace it. This hair dryer owes us nothing. Okay. And I think about duct tape and that heat and all that. I don't know. I didn't even think about duct tape, but in the back of my head, I'm thinking this is something we could probably replace. So fast forward, in Ohio, in my little hotel room, and I go to dry my hair, and they've got one of those little tiny hair dryers that's sticks into the wall. You could not believe that. I could not believe the power in this little tiny hair dryer. Now the one we have here at home, it's a little heavy, it's hard on my arm, and this little one was lightweight and had a lot of power, and I'm thinking, this is what I need. I could replace this and get him this hair dryer for Christmas. So I'm ordering all this stuff for Christmas for the grands and our children, sisters, great nephews, nieces, all that jazz. Now he has said something about, how much I'm spending. I said, look, I'm spending what I spend every year. He does, Brenda. Right? Right? My husband's the same way. He's like, you see these seams? I can't, like, he can wear gold toes. But if he walks on the floor, the cracks in the kitchen tile, he can feel all that. I mean, it's just crazy how sensitive his feet are. Um, Plus, my husband would stroke out if I bought a pair of Bombas, because he knows the price of them. There's that too. So he's not really paying attention to what I'm purchasing, really, because I purchased the hair dryer. He didn't say anything, right? So the other day, I guess I didn't feel like cooking or something. And I said, well, why don't you just do something with the ricotta cheese you have and noodles and some sauce and some like meat sauce? He's like, oh, I'm going to do that tomorrow. So this was Sunday. He said, I'm going to do that tomorrow. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, then why don't we just get takeout or something? He said, okay, let's get some Chinese. So I ran around the corner, got the Chinese food, and I grabbed a handful of fortune cookies. Now, generally, my husband would rather have a piece of chicken than a cookie or anything. So I just grabbed a handful. Now, a couple weeks ago, he comes home with the Chinese, and I go to get my fortune cookie, and there's no fortune cookie. I'm like, where's my fortune cookie? And he said, oh, I ate them. I said, you got my fortune and ate my fortune cookie? He's like, yeah, I really like them. I said, okay. So I grabbed this ham thinking this time I'm there. He usually picks up. I'm going to get extra. So I guess I thought my hand was bigger than it is. So I thought I grabbed a pretty good sized handful. So I go to get my fortune cookie, and there's one cookie. And I said, where are all the fortune cookies? And he says, I ate two. I said, well, I thought I grabbed a whole handful. He said, no, there was only three. I ate two of them. I said, okay. So then I'm sitting and doing some Christmas shopping. And I thought, I'm going to get him fortune cookies. He likes them. It'd be something different. He doesn't really pay attention to what I'm buying. So I should be able to sneak it, right? So they come today. Now they're in a box. You can't see what they are. It's not see-through or anything. So I'm making my smoothie. And he says to me, what'd you buy fortune cookies for? What'd you buy fortune cookies for? I'm like, I said, I bought them for you. I said, you haven't paid attention to a thing I bought. It's the only thing he asked me why I bought it. I said, now I guess we can open them. He's such a stinker. But so far, he doesn't know about that hair dryer. Now, I know he's going to say to me, there's nothing wrong with the hair dryer. And I'm going to say to him, I know that you are correct. But this is a lot smaller. It's lightweight and it's really powerful. It wasn't an investment. There's that. I mean, the kids don't know what they're getting, for goodness sakes. They like to buy their dad something occasionally. All right, see this little bit here? It's a little bit of extra paper. Now I could take my blade and cut that out. But sometimes, you just don't know where your blade is. I mean, I do. It's right here. That's, for a change. I know where it is. And I think most people would go in this way and try to cut. But if you go this way, when you're trying to fussy cut or anything, sometimes it's easier if you come underneath. I just thought I'd share that because I saw that on a video one time. And that might not even bother you. Nail clippers, Teresa, good one. Excellent. I love when we can share things like this with each other. I think Jacqueline's asleep. All right. So these are pretty much, I think, finished for this part of it, right? Brenda says, I have a jar of fortune saved from. Really? Oh, Brenda, that's a great idea. We never thought about doing that. How clever is that? All right. All right. Now, I want to put some plastic behind the windows. See, I was going to do the whole thing on this one. I didn't do the top. I don't know why. And then when I went to cut it out, I forgot I did that, and I glued what I wanted behind the window. Oh, you do, Kathy? I never even thought about it. Never ever. Now, somewhere, I thought over here, I had trimmed out plastic to go behind. It's not plastic. Well, I guess it's a form of plastic. It's acetate. And now it's gone. So I'm just let it go, let it go. So I wanted to not forget. Um, Teresa said, I'm making a clear journal of my die cuts. Really? That's interesting. Are you going to be posting that anywhere there, kids, so we can see? See, this looks kind of cool with the plastic. Of course, it's got, glue snots on it too. See right there, glue snot. All right, so I guess I really should figure out what I want to put behind these windows. Like I really like these little bells, these little birds. I could look through my cardstock. I could look through some of this stuff too. That would be cute. A little hummingbird. I was thinking about different seasons, but I think that'd be more of a pain in the butt, actually. Because it wouldn't be if my printer wasn't giving me a problem right now, but right now I can't print. It's awful. It's awful not being able to print. What about a person? Oh, that might look nice. Now, I wouldn't have anything up there if it's a person, right? Let's see if I have a bigger person. I just have a bunch of stuff here cut, and because my printer was working, and I have other stuff. Oh, address form. I really like her. See some of these bigger ones. Little kittles. Are you making Christmas cards, Lori? Oh, you mean right now? No, I'm working on the cover of a journal, Kathy. I'm sorry. I have this great big journal I want to make, and the girl put cottage doors on the front. The girl, this Aishakhan.arts, she put cottage doors on hers. Okay, Teresa. And I'm kind of just being inspired by her art. So I'm going to put these, hopefully, on a cover. Look at this gal. I kind of like her. I guess I can do her and the, look, it's my journal, right? I can do whatever I want. And then when somebody says, oh, you should have done such and such, I'll say, oh, yeah, I should have. What about that? What do you think about that? This I don't want. All right, so what I'm thinking is I need to take my acetate and do a die cut. No, that's not going to work because I don't want the windows punched out. I want the windows. So I need to take this and trace it on the acetate and cut it out. Aha, I caught myself from making an error. I like this. I like it's the same type of background, but I like the little hummers, right? Okay. Hey, Patty. Hi. All right. So I'm going to get my wonderful pen. I saw another girl cutting. I don't remember who it was. Might have been Twisted Paper, or maybe some of you girls have seen it. No, it wasn't Twisted Paper. Who the heck was it? She was saying if you have trouble cutting circles or like arches like this, and getting it to look the way you want, use cuticle scissors because they've got a bend in them. I could swear we have cuticle scissors, but hubby says no, we don't. I can't find them. Boy, it's really raining here. It looked just so snowy all day. All right, so this has got like some marks here where you can cut it, but I don't think you're going to see that when all is said and done. Now this pen, when it heats, the ink disappears. So I'm going to do that. And then my lady. There's just that up there, I think. Oops. I just got it on there. See, this is what I do. Disappears. I was using this on fabric one time, and then I decided to iron something, and whoop, all my lines were gone. Don't forget to leave a lip. Yeah, I think this will. And this is wider. The other piece work that I cut out from this, so it should be okay. It should be. So bad at cutting on a curve. Well, I'm not that great at cutting anyway. And then I want to ink this too. So it kind of gives me little shadows. This can go in the bin. In the binny, binny, bin, bin, bin. So I can use this as a template. I've got my little finger dauber out. I'm trying to stay towards the outside edge. I could have used a brush, but, you know, I kind of like the way it looks, so I'm just doing it. Not that it makes that much of a difference, but okay. I'm not doing the lady. I'm not going to do the lady like that. Oh, I have to cut it. Lady. Okay, here we go. All righty. Now, I'm just thinking, I'm not sure how. Well, I'm just gonna go for it. I don't even know if this is gonna show up on here. Nope. All right, so we're gonna have to go maca. It's gonna get glued. So Ange, basketball game. How's the team doing? Oh, you know what I should use? This Stabilo pencil. It's supposed to write on any surface. Let's see. Ooh. And it does. It's hard to see, but it does. I don't know if this is going to really give me what I want, but I'm going to try it and see. Now, this plastic acetate or whatever, I don't know if it's really acetate, I saw at a thrift shop, like in the office school section. For slide projectors. So what did I ever use this for? It was a couple of bucks and I got it. But see, it's great for stuff like this. I didn't have anything like that. I had to think outside the box with this mixed media jazz. Right? Now I'm thinking about gluing it to this because the doors are open. And I don't want to cut it in pieces. I want to get the idea of glass without having to cut all these little, sections. Okay, Glitter, thanks for listening and being in the balcony. That's very nice. What did Ange say? We won 2 and lost 1. Cool. Hey, Zip. So I think I'm just going to do it this way. Now, of course, when I do the lady, I don't have anything behind the top. So I really could put that. Where'd she go? Lady. Here we go. I could ink over this, to make the coloring of this match a little bit better. Or I can just leave it blank. See, and it's going to go on my cover, so the green would show through. Oh, Glitter, you've been in pain? I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, that's really nice, Ange. It's nice that you support them. So, what does everybody think? Do like a wallpaper behind it, or leave the green show? Let's get the full effect here. Okay, so I should just cut a third. Oh no, that one's already glued. Maybe I could put this one here. This one here. And that one down here. Everybody likes the wallpaper idea? Okay. I kind of do too. All right, so let's put these up here. Now this one doesn't have glass, so I have to remedy that. So look, I got ink on my cover. Gosh, I do some of the dumbest things sometimes. Well, most of the time, truth be told. Oh, thank the Lord for these pens. Oh, my hand. All right, so we're going to go like this. And mark where to ink. Joyce, we are on Jellicoe, Tennessee, going home. What are those? Oh, Stace, this will change your life. I use them almost every day. Gail and Devin told me about them. The brand is Fixin. Wait a minute, it'll clear. It should clear up. Let me get my thumb in there. Frixon, Frixion. There's probably other brands, but this is the brand I have. And they are erasable. See, that's an eraser. But the heat takes it away too. I got it on Amazon. I got the variety pack, so I got several different colors. I can't tell you how much I love them. It's like one of the best things I ever bought. I was doing something, and both Devin and Gail said, "Oh, you don't know about those pens?" I'm like, "What pens?" Okay, Ange. Love them. Absolutely freaking love them. I wish there was a white. I haven't looked. There could be a white, but I wish there was. I don't know that there is. All right, so now I want. Oh, this is the lady. So I gotta glue her. Not that crooked. Making me a little. You know what? Hmm. I need to get her just right because she's a little short. If I don't see most of you, okay, thanks, Ange. You too. Oops, I keep knocking it. I keep putting it away. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Kel. Fiction. Friction. Friction. Sorry, I keep forgetting the R. This I have to zhuzh up a little bit, I'm thinking. See, I got a gap down there. I don't want the gap. I want the gap. I have a feeling I'm making this harder than it needs to be. This store is not cooperating with me. Okay, so I need to ink down a little further. Okay. So I'm going to put her right like that. Glue? You did, Teresa? Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling there wasn't white, but I didn't look. I probably should just put the plastic and suck it up and cut out these sections. Which I guess I could, really. Should I? Because I could cut these out and use them as a template. That probably would look better, right? What does everybody think? Or I could just do it the easy way and glue it onto the. Boy, I really cut that crooked. Yeah, right, Stace? Because a lot of fabric's dark. You can't see some of these colors. Like my set, there was black. I gave a couple of them away, so I don't know if I have all the colors. There's black, navy. I don't know if I have a green. Kel, did I keep a green? There's two navy. I had two sets. God only knows why. I have no idea. Color fast. No, Gail would know. Or Peggy. Oh, maybe Stace knows. If you're opening the windows, the glass would be in the wrong place. Yeah, right. I'm not going to be opening them. They're going to stay stationary, I believe. Because I think it would be, well, I don't know. It would be glued to the back of each section. Oh, thanks, Joyce. I have some other colors here. Wait a minute. Here's a red. I have a burgundy too. I know I have a burgundy. Oh, that might be out on the kitchen counter because I'm all over the house. I was out there doing stuff. All right, I don't know if I'm grasping what Stace is saying. If you're opening the windows, the glass would be in the wrong place. It would have to be glued to the back of each section. Yeah, well, I was thinking about gluing it to the back. Like taking this one apart. Where's the. See, I was thinking about cutting out these sections. Gail has orange. Ooh, purple. Ooh. Cutting these out and use them as a template and then gluing it on the back. Left window, right window, top window, separate. Of these pens, I think she's talking about glitter or pens like this. See here, these I put it on. This I put it on the front because I was going to sit this in the back. No, that's off that way, so it would have to be this way. Have you tried cutting a piece between two pieces of paper? The images would go on the back of the frame. It's, I could say, why would I want paper, plastic paper? I'm just not getting it. Right, like how I have it now. Yeah. I think what I'm thinking is the same principle. Yeah, so the glasses, yeah, yeah. I think we're thinking the same thing. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna try it. Oh, to cut the windows. Yeah, I don't think I want all those little individual pieces. You don't think I could just cut the vellum? But to answer your question, no, I didn't think of that, Teresa, because I was going to do it the easy way and just glue it down. But now I'm thinking, I'm going to all this trouble. Right, not necessary. Yeah. All right, so that's the right side. This is the left side. Left side. All right, get these out of the way. All right, here we go. Lori, did you see that I purchased your what? I just was in wait a minute, I just was in the oh my gosh, Fail, thank you. I was just in there this morning. I must have just missed you. I was just in there this morning thinking I gotta rename these and maybe try to get a little more traffic. I think my names are silly. I'll check it and then I'll get it shipped to you. Thank you so much. I'm thinking my husband's going to be so bored when he has this surgery. He's going to be sitting around twiddling his thumbs. I'm thinking I might get him to work on my Etsy shop because I think he would be good at it. You know? Oh, a Jay's sale. Oh, I thought you meant oh no, I didn't see that. What did I don't even remember what. See, I don't even remember what a Jay's sale. Oh, thank you. It's still a great thing. Thanks. I thought you meant my Etsy shop because I think I have patchwork one there too. And I was just in there, so it was on my mind. This one I didn't. I need to trim it better. Maybe I should have flipped it the other way. All right, once that dries a little more, and I can't put the heat on it because it's unfinished. Oh, yeah, gotcha. Okay, now I'm tracking with you. Thanks for the explanation. Duh. Oh, good. Oh, I think you'll like it. It was fun, but I've got so much sitting around here to be finished. I thought somebody else might like to finish it. I just put in the mail today another package to her, and I've got ones that I've called Finish It Folios. Ah, yeah, I want to do some more of those digitals, but my printer is just being mean. Okay, so hopefully that glue is gonna not. All right, so there's one. Let's do the top. Okay, now I'm going to need that again. Now, this is the right. Now I'm using the Fabric Fix because I just find with the like the white glue, it just takes forever to dry. I still have extra here. Aisha is doing a winter one now. She's starting one, and she was doing like a front door. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. And she took like little I use double-sided tape for plastic and vellum. Oh, that's smart. Mine's wide though. Anywho, um, you know how you can get those little leaves? Gosh, I have some here somewhere. And it's like in a string. She made like a little wreath for the door. Oh my gosh. So freaking cute. So cute. All right. All right. I digress. So this one's should go here. Let's use. Uh-oh. My cap was. I'm going to end up gluing this shut. Yeah, you probably do this a lot, right, Teresa? See, that's not gonna bend now because it's, ugh. I need to make this smaller. You need to make the other side smaller. See, now here, I'm gonna let it dry first. Well, this side might just stay closed. Ah, shucks. Shucks. Wouldn't it be cute with a little wreath on each? Gosh, where do I have that? I have a box somewhere that's got, man, it's not in there. It's got all my like little wires and stuff in it. Because I don't want winter. I don't want a winter wreath. I want a spring wreath, you know? I'll have to look for it. Yeah, I was going to do that, Teresa, but there's so much glue that I'm going to have smears on the on the window panes, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to let it go and then see if I can trim it this way. Or just leave it stay shut. That's always an option. I'll do better on this side. I can trim some off the bottom now. All of a sudden, I'm feeling anxious. I guess I could use a drink. What time is it? Oh, it's only 10 o'clock. Oh, I need to take my smears. Could be a temperature situation or a dirty window. True, true. Oh, goodness. All right, this is the other side. Stink. And I have another whole window to do. I don't know if I can take it. I'm on this new medicine, and I don't take it properly because I can't seem to get in the groove. Look, this is way off too. Golly sakes. So that's part of the problem, I think, but it's not. I think it's working half decently for my fibromyalgia, but I don't think it's working half decently for my anxiety. This is just art. I don't know why I would be so anxious, but there and again. All right, so I'm going to finish this up offline because I'm really starting to feel like I need to go. But I want to show you one other thing that I want to do. So when I was looking at this, see, I have to do panes for these windows too. So when I was working on this one, I thought, wouldn't it look cute if that little bird was in a nest? So I'm going to put it in a nest. So I've been saving threads. I had some dark threads here. These are just, cut-offs from using the sewing machine. And I just put them in this little container. So I took some, and then I put them in this little dish with some glue. And used a pair of tweezers and my pokey tool and formed it to make a nest. Now it's pretty much dry. So I have my hot glue gun plugged in. I don't think so. I tried it earlier and I think it's going to be okay. So I'm not going to glue it because I have to put panes on these windows, but I'm just going to glue it there at the bottom of that bird. And then I'm going to hot glue that on. It's got to be, zhuzhed a little bit. At least to give the idea. And then I can hot glue my bottom of my windows there. Now, this probably could be trimmed a little bit because once I zhuzhed it, where's my... I'm glad it's relaxing for you because I just feel really... I don't feel nervous. I just feel anxiety pressure. I can trim a little bit of this off. I was going to leave it all loose and fluffy, but I didn't think it looked like a bird's nest. Anyway, I'm going to fuss around with it and see if I can make it look like a bird's nest. Yeah, it might be, but the book is going to be so big, and I don't have any shelves to put it on. So it's probably not going to be shelved. The reality is, it's probably never going to even be finished because I don't know what I'm doing. But if I do put it on a shelf, it's not going to be on a shelf that'll be flat. You know? No, I think I just need to go do some breathing and relax a little bit, you know? Um, it's like sometimes it just comes over me and there's no reason for it. Just have to just sit and not think about it and just try to maybe do some deep breathing. And it's time, it's time for me to take my second dose of medicine too. So I do have to eat something for that, Cal. So that's for sure. So I will show you this, when I get it all put in place. Now the other part of this is once I start getting the pages, this spine's probably not going to be big enough. So I got to think about replacing the spine because her spine was about 4 or 5 inches. But ideally, I could really, to Stacy's point, I really could just probably scribble in there and make it look like a nest without it really being a texture thing. I think that I want that one at the bottom. I mean, the other point is too, like if you want to open this up and write on the cover, inside the cover. Thanks, Kathy. You have a good holiday as well. All right, I'm going to quickly say good evening, ladies. Thanks for coming in and spending some time with me. I appreciate it. I plan on seeing you at least for a little while if anybody's around Thursday morning. And yeah, have a good evening. Don't forget, take time to be creative, enjoy the journey, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now. Thanks.